SCOTUS ends court fight over repealed Obama-era net neutrality rules. All right, let's go over the article, and then I'll kind of break down what happened. The Supreme Court has ended the court fight over repealed Obama-era net neutrality rules that required internet providers to treat all online traffic equally. The court on Monday rejected appeals from the telecoms industry seeking to throw out a lower court ruling in favor of the net neutrality rules. So here's how it broke down. Conservative justices Samuel Alito, Neil Gorsuch, and Clarence Thomas would have granted the industry's request. Chief Justice John Roberts and Kavanaugh took no part in the case without offering a reason. Kavanaugh ruled on the issue while an appeals court judge, and Roberts has an investment portfolio that includes telecoms companies. Now, here's something else. What this means: Supreme Court wrote review old net neutrality rules, but doesn't kill them off either. This is from Steve Blum, a guy that writes a really good blog on net neutrality and municipal internet issues, and I've been in contact with him. We're going to get him on the show at some point. So the federal Supreme Court will let network neutrality rules stand, sort of. It won't review the 2015 decision. All right. So what does this mean? Just broken down, just you know. What this means: the telecom industries wanted the Supreme Court to reverse the rulings that they made in favor of net neutrality in 2015. They ruled in favor of net neutrality in 2015. That's how we got it on the books. We've had net neutrality assumed since the advent of the internet, but then the cable lobby took it to court. They won, but then the FCC, solidified net neutrality rules by designating the internet as a Title II classification. That held up in court. What the telecom companies wanted the FCC to do, what the telecom companies and the Trump FCC wanted the Supreme Court to do was to go back and reverse those 2015 rulings. Why did they want them to do that? They wanted them to do it because now we have state net neutrality laws that are moving forward. We had a law passed here in California. It's in the courts right now. They're going to battle this out for a long time. So the bad news is we don't have net neutrality on the books in California. The good news is they can't do anything about the repeal of it yet either because they're still battling it out in the courts. But what the telecom industry is trying to do, if they could get the Supreme Court to reverse those earlier decisions where they ruled in favor of net neutrality, that would make it easier for net neutrality laws on the state level to not stand. Because if they're saying, oh, well, you reversed what you did back in 2015, which means net neutrality is not, it goes beyond the law. It's not, net neutrality is not legal. The Supreme Court said, no, we're not going to do that. So because of that, and that's a good thing, because now, while it's being taken to court, the people in favor of net neutrality can point to the 2015 rulings and saying, look, in 2015, you ruled that net neutrality was not unconstitutional and that is necessary for a free and open internet. So this is good news. It's important. And again, the permanent solution for net neutrality is not state net neutrality laws. Those are good and we need them. But the permanent fix, municipal broadband. And that's something that we can all fight for in our communities. I'm fighting for it in mine. Progress has been in baby steps, and I know there's some people that have had better luck than I have. But, yeah. So that's a net neutrality update there. They're not repealing those decisions they made in 2015, and that's a good thing because it will help new state net neutrality laws.
Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together and make it our own. Get your